Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 11. Module 11 is the first module for the drama units, and so we are starting our last genre for the class. You will be reading some plays as well as some excerpts from plays, and we're starting off with, just like we've done the previous genres, we'll start off with some vocabulary and examples, and then move into some longer works in the next module. So for this one, kind of some basic stuff here. Our readings come from the section on tragedy and comedy, which is kind of our first chapter covering the major vocabulary, terminology, and that kind of thing, similar to what we've done before. With drama, you'll notice a lot of overlap with short stories because we have the same concepts that we can discuss. We can discuss the different types of characters. We can discuss the plot, the climactic moment, all of the action, that kind of thing. All of that's similar to a short story. However, you read it like a poem. Because it's all in, pretty much all you have is dialogue with maybe a little bit of directions, like stage directions and that kind of thing. So a lot of students find that drama is the most difficult genre to read because of that, because you're just reading it on the page. You really have to have an imagination to be able to picture what it's supposed to look like. So these two right here, I've got just scenes from Dr. Faustus and then The Importance of Being Earnest. Those you can find full-length video versions of if you want to. I did not go and look for these specific scenes to link in, but if you need them, just let me know. Instead, I just found some like summary videos that kind of go over what the whole play is about. So you just kind of get some background. If that helps, it might not. But it gives a little background on it before you take the quiz and do your responses. I also have some just more information on tragedy versus comedy and some of the terminology that we'll be looking at in this unit. So that is the reading assignments. We've got two excerpts and one. We just call them like a 10-minute play. Like they're real short, like one act scenes that, you know, have a few characters and some interaction. So soap opera is just like that. And then you're going to answer questions about them. So they're just questions from the textbook, and you're going to, that should say 1 through 7, not 107. And you'll just answer these questions in a Word document, just kind of as much as you can provide for me. These, some of the questions are ones that have a specific answer to them. So they'll, you know, ask about the characters or something. So there's a right and a wrong answer. And then some of them are opinionated questions. So those, you can just give me your opinion about them. It does require you to really understand what you've read though. So if you're having difficulty with that, send me an email. The quiz here is questions just over those readings as well. So some terminology and then the 3 excerpts that you're reading. And then the last thing that you'll do in the unit is to start working on the research project and your source list. So your source list is, this is the project itself, which you have seen before. You have submitted your topic idea. Now you're going to start looking for sources to help you. Now, these sources may not be ones that you actually like cite in your project, especially those of you who are doing something that's not PowerPoint. So if you're doing a PowerPoint, most students just do a source list as their last slide. But for other students, if you're doing a different type of project, and I do encourage you to think outside the box. So if you're doing some kind of artwork, a collage, I get some collage ones that are really cool. Or if you're planning on doing like a pamphlet or something, then you might not have an actual list of sources, and that's fine. These, you don't need to cite them in the work unless you're pulling direct quotes, and then you probably should. Instead, you're turning in the source list with it, and these sources are just ones that helped you. So this is more information on MLA and how to cite using MLA for those of you who haven't gotten to that in Comp 1, or maybe you're used to APA style or something. And then I also have a link to the databases. So the databases are a good place to find sources. So basically you can search everything if you want to. So if I want to search, I don't know, if I want to look at Greek mythology in literature or something. I don't think anyone's picked this topic, so I will show you this as an example. You're going to come up with a bunch of different kinds of sources that you have access to through the library. Sorry. If you limit to full text online, it will just give you sources that you actually have access to, as opposed to all kinds of sources. And so this is a good way to kind of limit, you know, if I want to just do some like an encyclopedia article, you do have to sign in if you're using the Allen databases. And so it's just your Allen username and password that you would use normally to log into your stuff. So once you've logged in, you should only have to log in the one time, as long as you don't close out of your session. But that'll just give you access to the text of the source, and so that will give you the information that you need. And then on the side, if you click on the Cite button and then go down to MLA 9th edition, you should be able to copy and paste that as part of your works cited. So that's one huge advantage of using our database sources, is because you'll be able to use that Cite button for all of these sources. You can also access it like right here. You can do that Cite button. And so that's really nice to be able to just copy and paste that and not have to worry about the citation. They're all pretty close to being accurate. So once you've done that, once you've found some sources about your topic, then you can make your list. And the assignment is to do just a list of sources. And so you want to make sure that your topic has been approved. So you can check the feedback on your topic proposal. And then you're going to find 5 sources that you may or may not end up actually using in your project. You're just looking for sources about your topic. So at this point, you know, if you have a few in there that you don't end up using, that's fine. We're really just looking for sources. You're encouraged to use database sources. You can use your textbook as a source also. If you want, that would be a good one for especially those of you who are doing authors. There could be some information in there. And then of course book sources, you can go to a library if you want to, but you're just giving me a list of sources. That's all this assignment is. Some of you have already included sources in your topic proposal, and that's fine. And then you want it in MLA style. I don't typically take off a lot of points unless all you do is give me a list of URLs or something, but I will give you some feedback on the MLA if it's wrong. That way you can correct it for the final version. So that's the unit. Like I said, starting drama, we're getting some terminology, getting some examples, and then also continuing working on that research project. So if you have any questions, send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.